Good evening. Welcome to the September City Commission meeting of September 17, 2020. I'd like to call this meeting to order and welcome everyone who is convening pursuant to the executive orders issued by the Office of Governor Ron DeSantis, allowing local government bodies to conduct meetings of their governing boards without having a quorum of its members present physically or at any specific location, and utilizing communication media technology such as telephonic or video conferencing as provided by Section 120.54 5B2 Florida statute. At this time, I would like to ask everyone to stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for 10 seconds of silence. Thank you. At this time, I'd like to introduce our technology expert, Matt.
Good afternoon. I'm going to ask that when the city clerk, Deanne O'Reilly, call the name of each member of the Indian Rocks Beach City Commission, that you individually confirm that you are here, are able to hear us, and can respond. Please note that everyone but myself and the mayor is currently on mute. You should be able to unmute yourself, but if you're having issues, I can also unmute you.
The members of the City Commission appearing virtually today are Mayor Cookie Kennedy,
Here.
Vice Mayor Phil Hanna,
Here.
Commissioner Diane Flagg,
Here.
Commissioner Ed Hoofnagel,
Here.
Commissioner Joe McCall.
Here.
The members of the City Commission are here and accounted for.
Thank you, Deanne. And with that, we will go to agenda item number 1, which is the fiscal year 2020-2021 budget public hearing. And at this time, I'd like to introduce Randy, our city attorney. And would you please read the ordinance?
Happily, Mayor. City of Indian Rocks Beach, ordinance number 2020-02, an ordinance of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, adopting the final levying of ad valorem taxes for the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Pinellas County, Florida, fiscal year 2020-21, and providing for notification of requisite government authorities and providing for an effective date. Whereas the Indian Rocks Beach City Charter, Section 8.2, ad valorem taxes, authorizes the City Commission to levy ad valorem taxes as necessary for the conduct of municipal government. And whereas the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach on July 21st, 2020 adopted a tentative fiscal year 2020-21 millage rate of 1.8326 following the first public hearing as required by Florida Statute 200.065. Whereas the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Florida held a final public hearing on September 17, 2020 to adopt a fiscal year 2020-21 final millage rate as required by Florida Statute 200.065. And whereas the gross taxable value for operating purposes not exempt from taxation within the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Pinellas County, Florida, has been certified by the Pinellas County Property Appraiser to the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, as $1,334,284,367. Now, therefore, be it ordained by the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Florida, as follows. Section 1, the fiscal year 2020-21 operating millage rate for citywide expenses is 1.8326 mils, which is more than the rollback rate of 1.7323 by 5.79%. Section 2, this ordinance shall take effect immediately upon its adoption. Section 3, the city is hereby directed to notify all pertinent governmental agencies of the provisions hereof as required by law. This is a final reading in full of ordinance 2020-02, Mayor.
Thank you. I would like to add that for virtual hand raising for anyone who may be in the audience tonight, as far as by phone, that you're to speak on the items, please use the raise hand, the feature in Zoom, by clicking on the participants icon at the bottom center of your screen or at the top of your screen in the control bar. And then Matt will let me know that there is the conversation. So with that, Dan, is there anything that you would like to say as far as the budget is for the second and final reading? And you may proceed.
No, Mayor, I don't have any comments on the second and final reading of the mill rate adoption.
Do any of the commissioners have any questions that they would like to ask of Dan at this time?
No.
Dan, can you come into my office for just a second?
Sure.
Could you come in here for just a second? Can you all hear me?
Yes.
You can, because it's saying that I need to start my video, and I don't know why it's
Your
saying
video
that.
has been disabled right now.
Is, okay. It says that the host has asked you to start your video. Did I do something?
We lost the video for a second. I'm not sure what happened. I don't know if the key got pressed or what, but
Okay, thank you. With that, if there isn't anyone at this time, as far as a commissioner to ask a question of Dan, what I would like to do is go out to, if there's any public comment, and I will have Matt see if there's anyone that has called in and would like to make a comment at this time.
Madam Mayor, I see one participant. The name in the list is 914 Harbor House, but I have not seen any requests to speak at this time.
Okay, with that, is there a motion to approve ordinance number 2020-02?
Motion to approve ordinance 2020-02.
And is there a second?
I'll second.
Mr. Huffnagel, Commissioner Huffnagel, please include the millage rate in your motion.
Okay, motion to approve 2020-02, which provides for the levying of a millage rate in the amount of 1.8326.
Thank you.
Thank you, Ed. And the second was Commissioner Flagg. Do either of you have any comments at this time?
No, Mayor.
Do any of the other commissioners, would you like to make a comment at this time?
No.
I would just like to thank the staff for the work that they've done this year on our budget. And with that, Deanne, would you call the roll?
Commissioner McCall,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hannah,
Yes.
Commissioner Flagg,
Yes.
Commissioner Huffnagel,
Yes.
Mayor Kennedy.
Yes, motion carries. Thank you. We will now go to agenda item 1B, ordinance number 2020-03. Randy, would you like to read in its entirety for the public hearing?
Happily, Mayor. We are on City of Indian Rocks Beach, ordinance number 2020-03, an ordinance of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Pinellas County, Florida, adopting a budget for fiscal year 2020/21, making appropriations and operating expenditures for fiscal year 2020-21, and providing for notification of requisite government authorities and providing for an effective date. Whereas the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Pinellas County, Florida, held public hearings on September 3rd and September 17th concerning the fiscal year 2020-2021 budget as required by Florida statutes. And whereas the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Pinellas County, Florida, set forth revenue estimates and expenditure appropriations in the fiscal year 2020-21 final budget in the total appropriation amount of $5,812,540. And whereas the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Pinellas County, Florida, desires to adopt said fiscal year 2020-2021 final budget and establish operating expenditures appropriations for each of the funds included in this budget. Now, therefore, be it ordained by the City Commission of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Pinellas County, Florida, that Section 1, the final budget for fiscal year 2020-21 be and is hereby incorporated as a part of this ordinance and is hereby approved and adopted as the budget of the City of Indian Rocks Beach for the fiscal year ending September 30th, 2021. Section 2, all budget expenditure appropriations are by fund and are based on the total expenditures and/or expenses of said fund, even though the budget has been prepared based on line items and departmental categories and with summarizations. Section 3, for the payment of expenses and obligations of the City of Indian Rocks Beach, Florida for fiscal year 2021, there is hereby appropriated from the money in the treasury of the city and any accruing revenue of the city available for said purposes for the funds hereinafter set forth the sums of money shown in the following schedule. General Fund, $3,711,010. Solid Waste Enterprise Fund, $1,354,530. Local Option Sales Tax Fund, $675,000. Local Option Gas Tax Fund, $50,000. Recreational Impact Fund, $11,370. Multimodal Impact Fund, $0. Development Impact Fund, $10,630. Total appropriations, $5,812,540. Section 4, this ordinance shall take effect immediately upon adoption. And Section 5, the city is hereby directed to notify all pertinent governmental agencies of the provisions hereof as required by law. This has been a full and final reading of ordinance number 2020-03, Mayor.
Thank you, Randy. Dan, would you like to add anything at this time?
I would just like to add for the record that this is our third and final public hearing for the fiscal year 2021 budget. We first workshopped this publicly on July 21st, and we had our first public hearing for reading of this ordinance for the adoption of the budget for all funds on September 3rd.
Thank you, Dan. Is there any member of the commission who would like to address Dan at this time concerning the budget? The adoption of the budget? If not, Matt, is there anyone calling in who would like to address the commission?
Mayor Kennedy, I see nothing in the chat window nor the participants window.
Thank you, Matt. Is there a motion?
Madam Mayor, motion to approve ordinance 2020-03 with a budget amount of $5,812,540.
Thank you, Phil. And is there a second?
I'll second.
Commissioner McCall has seconded the motion. Do either of the maker or the second have any comments that you'd like to make at this time? Phil?
I'd like to compliment the staff and Dan for his leadership. The budgets are always quite a task, as we know, and so important. And they work so diligently to provide good quality feedback for us and the citizens. And again, they've not let us down this year either.
Thank you, Phil.
Thank you.
Commissioner McCall, are you good? It's good. Anyone else? Any of the other commissioners? Mr. Hofnagel, Commissioner Flagg?
No.
Everyone is? Diane,
No.
you're okay? Okay.
Yes.
What is the, it's 3.4 million that we have. Is that correct, Dan?
That is correct. That is the estimated unassigned fund balance for the general fund with this proposed budget.
And what is the percentage of that, just so that it's on record?
I believe that's right in the 90% range for a full year or so of expenditures.
Thank you, Dan. Dan, would you call the roll at this time?
Commissioner Flagg,
Yes.
Commissioner Hoofnagel,
Yes.
Commissioner McCall,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Hanna,
Yes.
Mayor Kennedy.
Yes, thank you. Motion carries. And now we'll go to agenda item number 2, authorizing the city manager and the mayor commissioner to enter into an interlocal agreement with the Board of County Commissioners with Pinellas County, Florida for Gulf Boulevard improvement projects for undergrounding of utilities, which would be Penny 4. Randy or Dan?
I believe that's me, Mayor.
Okay,
I'd just like to hit a few key aspects of this. You know, this is referred to as the Penny 4 assistance. This is very similar to the Penny 3 assistance that we're completing right now. where we got just in excess of 4 million that we utilized for undergrounding, beginning at the south end of town, Whitehurst, up to the Walsingham intersection. This is a reimbursement project that will be facilitated in the same way as the Penny 3. We will, be reimbursed from the county. There's a schedule in the attachment. It's not necessarily back end loaded like the Penny 3 was. It's a little bit more spread out after you get past the first year, and we get the majority of the funding actually, I believe, in the first 5 years that begin in fiscal 2021. Most importantly, I wanted to point out that the agreement calls for, unlike Penny 3, for Penny 4, for Gulf Boulevard improvements, this Penny 4 money is designated solely or specifically only for undergrounding projects. So acceptance of this money from the county dictates that we would only be able to use the money for undergrounding to be eligible for reimbursements. And those are really the key aspects that I wanted to make sure were on the record. The agreement is been included in the agenda packet, and staff recommends approval for the manager and the mayor commissioner entering into this local agreement. I'm glad to answer any questions if I can.
Does anyone have any questions at this time? Any of the commissioners? Diane? Ready? It's good?
No, Mayor.
Thank you. I just want to, two things. We found from the experience of the past Penny 3 that we are getting better at this now, basically. And so in talking to Greg the other day, we were trying to forecast when we would probably start the next part. And we are thinking it'll be the beginning of 2022. Is that correct, Dan?
I believe that's correct, Mayor, to try and coincide with the bulk of the reimbursement that begins that year.
Okay.
You don't want to get into a situation where you spend too much and get ahead of the reimbursement scheduled funding from the county. So yes, that's the date I was also part of a discussion on.
Okay, good. Any other questions? Matt, if you would like to go out to anyone who may be calling virtually.
Madam Mayor, I'm going to allow, just for our one single participant, I'm going to allow 15 seconds for them to make a request to speak.
That's fine. Hello?
He was giving them time to tell.
I don't see any participation at this time. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. With that, if there isn't any more comments from anyone, we're looking for a motion.
Motion to approve the interlocal authorization to enter into an interlocal.
Authorization. Is there a second?
I'll second it.
Okay, all in favor, or do we have to go by roll call?
All in favor?
All in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Thank you. Well, with that, is there, before we adjourn, I just want to thank Matt for helping us again with the audio and everyone coming out on virtually, and Dan for being here tonight, and also holding Greg's wife, Michelle, in prayer. She's doing real well. So just wanted to say that. And is there anything that anyone else would like to say before we close out tonight? And I ask for adjournment. With nothing else being said, is there a motion to adjourn?
Motion to adjourn.
Is there a second?
Second.
Second.
Okay. All in favor?
Aye.
We'll see you all soon. Thank you for being here tonight.
Aye.
Bye-bye.